Hey, hello, you guys. I'm so freaking amped to be here with you and to do this sneak peek into coaching. So, if you're here, that means that you have been watching me, Aubrey, Paige, Laura, Stephanie, Jessica, Megan, whoever. Okay, somebody on our team. Holy cow, you've been watching them and you're just like feeling all sorts of like, I don't know what they're doing, but I just feel this urge that I need to learn more. Okay, so this is that spot. I want you to just know clear and upfront. We're talking about Beachbody coaching. My husband was just invited to this like weird like sneak peek essentially, and he like was roped in for like 30 minutes before he realized what it was, and then he was like, oh, I don't want to be a part of this. So this is about Beachbody coaching. I'm going to say that loud and clear right from the get-go. So welcome. And I'm so freaking amped that you decided to watch this and learn more. Cool. So I am Bryn. I am the leader of our team, Powerful Beyond Measure. And all of these wonderful people that you're going to hear from today are they're my sisters. They're my friends. They're my besties. And you're going to hear a little bit from each of us about little aspects of coaching. And then I'll wrap it up at the end with just like all the nitty gritty of like, okay, but what is coaching actually? Like, what do you do on a daily basis? Okay. So if you have questions, there's a chat feature on here. If you're on live, please drop them in the chat. Okay. I really want to keep this to 30 minutes or less for your time because you have beautiful, amazing lives, and also for the people who are going to be watching the recording. But if you have questions, please don't just sit on your hands and think it and not say it, because if you're wondering it, someone else probably is too. Okay. And if you're like, oh, I'll just ask her one-on-one later, it really I really appreciate it when you ask it here, because like I said, if you're wondering it, someone else probably is too. Okay. So then not every single person on this call has to like, okay, I'll just message her one-on-one later. Right. Please ask away. No question is a stupid question, legitimately. Okay. All right, without further ado, I'm going to kick it off to my girl, Laura, who's going to be chatting with us all about how coaching helps us have accountability in our own health and fitness journey. So, Laura, my friend, you go, girl.
Okay, hey, y'all. My name is Laura, for those of you who don't know me. I have been coaching for about a year and a half now, and prior to signing up as a coach with Beachbody, I had Beachbody on demand. Like, I had the workouts. I knew about the nutrition plans, but I would like start a program and kind of like just do it halfway, or I wouldn't finish it, or I would like start a program and then I would just do it like 2 days a week maybe, or like whenever I felt like it. And obviously that's not going to get you any kind of results, right? And Bryn was my coach, and I remember talking to her just like every time she would do a challenge group, I would be like, yes, I want to do this. I need more accountability. And then like the same thing would happen. Like I would start out strong, but then I would just like flake off. And every time I would talk to Bryn, she would tell me like, well, I used to be the same way, but when I started coaching, that gave me like more accountability. And the first few times she said it, I would just like roll my eyes like, okay, yeah, sure. But it really is true, because a year and a half ago, like last December of 2019, beginning of 2020, I was kind of at the point where like, I've got to do something different. Like, I'm not getting any results just doing workouts here and there. I need to like go all in. And so Bryn was talking about coaching again. She had just finished doing an 80-day program, and I was like, that's what I need to do, like something long term. And so I went all in. I was like, okay, I'm going to be a coach. signed up and started day one of my coaching journey when I started day one of 80-Day Obsession. And the thing about it is coaching made me show up and keep showing up every day. Like on the days I was like, I don't feel like working out, I was like, oh crap, there's people watching me now. Like there's people expecting me to show up in my accountability group and post about my workout that day. There's people waiting for me to like post on my stories on social media or see like what I'm doing today. And as silly as it might seem, like it gives you like a whole nother level of accountability, knowing that all these other people are watching you. Like it's not like, oh, you just told your spouse and your sister you're doing a program. Like I got on my Instagram and Facebook and told thousands of people, hey, I'm starting this 80-day program. Tomorrow's day one. Here's my before pictures. Like, this is what I'm doing. And then I just started sharing. And without taking up too much time, I just want to encourage you, like, if you're thinking I can't be a coach because I'm not at my goal weight or I'm not in shape yet, or like all of those excuses, like, I just want to encourage you. I started like coaching on day one of like my actual journey, and people followed me from day one, and like 3 months later they're like, oh, she's still doing that, like wow, this like must really work, because they've watched you from like day one until now. And it really, just the accountability of having, like, knowing people are looking up to you and they're watching you. Yeah, it's just like a whole nother level of accountability. And it really changed my perspective of like staying in the journey. Like, this is not something of like, oh, I'm trying to get to a certain weight or a certain clothes size. This is like a long-term, this is for life. And showing other people that they can have this healthy lifestyle long-term, like that's what it's all about. So anyway, so that's just a little bit about how the accountability piece has helped me. And I'm going to get over to Paige. She's going to talk about mindset.
Thanks. Okay, I was super excited to talk about mindset because when I signed up, I don't know, I can't even remember how long it's been. I was pregnant, so it feels like it's been forever. But mindset coaching was something that I didn't even know I would be getting. It was just a huge part that I've never explored before, and that I didn't think I needed, because you don't miss what you don't have, right? So I kind of got into this. We have coach that helps our whole team, which has been super amazing. And then also like the personal development aspect of it, of trying to just improve upon things that you have questions on, or you feel like you're lacking, or like, did you even know that there's books about everything? Or like you could listen to a podcast about anything. And our team, our coaches have some amazing podcasts. It's just been incredible. Like my eyes have been opened of like, I can continue to grow and work on myself even as an adult. And so with our mindset coaching, something that's been a huge blessing to me has been being able to really wrap my head around the fact that I can have this self-love and acceptance and love for who I am now, and work on self-improvement and growth. And having this growth mindset and being willing to learn and change and advance and gain new healthy habits has been so fulfilling to me. And it makes me feel like I can love myself and work on becoming better every day. I don't have to shame myself into change. I can love myself into change. And that's just a little bit, I've had so many aha moments with our mindset coaching and stuff. And I just really would recommend it to anybody, coaching, not coaching, my mom, my sister, my dad, anybody. I feel like it would really benefit them, but it's really touched me and I'm super grateful for it. I can't remember who's next, but.
Is it me? Awesome. Well, I'm Aubrey. I get to talk about income aspect. So what's really cool is like, who else like me grew up and was like, I just want to help people. I just want to help people. Well, I was totally that way. And what's really cool about this company is like, you literally get to help people. And when you help those people, income follows. So it's harder if it's the other way around. If you're like, okay, I want income, so I'm going to help people. That's a harder way to get the income. But if you're really immersed in like serving others, the income just naturally follows. It's really nice because whatever your financial goals are, whether you're drowning in debt or whether you're like wanting a dream house, like you can achieve that here because this company doesn't have a cap on what you can earn, which is so cool. So seriously, there's so much potential. The more you immerse, yourself in this, the more you can allow yourself to want more. It's, like I said, I know it's hard it may feel selfish for wanting something when you may already be content, but content can keep you stuck. But when you really just allow yourself to have dreams and goals and visions, helping others will naturally lift you up and will naturally increase your income. And you have so much potential. Just allow yourself to want those things, dream about it, visualize it, and go get it.
Okay, I love all of this. So as if the accountability and reaching your health goals isn't enough, as if working on your mindset and who you are as a person and just wanting to grow isn't enough, as if the income and serving others and just really fulfilling who you are as a person isn't enough, there's also this really rad community that you get to be part of too. And that's what I'm going to share about. My name is Stephanie Johnson, and this community, I don't even think that's the right word. I think family is a better word that paints just a way better picture. It's a family, it's a sisterhood that we get. And shameless plug, I'm totally wearing my Disneyland shirt today because we got to do a team retreat last week. Last week we were in Florida together. Like, we love to have fun together outside of work stuff and inside of work stuff. But have you ever met that person where you have that conversation and you just keep saying like, yes, or like, me too, like, and you just know that this person just gets you. And it's just, you look back and you can't imagine living life without knowing this person because they've just impacted you in such a powerful and beautiful way. Do you know that kind of friendship I'm talking about? Because they're rare and they're so beautiful. That's what you get on this team specifically. You get that. You get the people who get you. You get the people who are family, who are there no matter what your day looks like, because life is a roller coaster and we're all holding on tight. And the community, the family you get is unmatched and is one of my favorite parts that I get to be part of with this. Not only do you get to be part of it, but one of my favorite things with coaching is that I get to invite you to be part of that. It doesn't stay small. Our family grows really big, guys. We have the most beautiful family tree. And just like you were invited here by your person, you get to do that and keep passing that along so that our tree gets bigger and bigger and our family just keeps growing in the most beautiful ways.
Oh my word. All the mic drops. I'm like, my mouth hurts from smiling so much. Oh, but really, truly, I could not like absolutely everything every single person said. I was like, oh, mic drop. Oh, yes. Oh, I'm so glad they said that. Oh, I'm so glad they said that. And really, truly. Okay. So I'm going to get into, I could just amen to everything that was just said. And I'm going to get into now the daily grind, the daily work. So I left it downstairs because I was doing it this morning while my kiddos were running all around down by me. But we have this amazing mentor in Micah Folsom. Okay. You're going to hear that name a million times. So just get used to hearing it now. Okay. She has created a tracker for us that is the daily work, and it's cute. Okay. So I have printed it out and had it spiral bound just at my local Staples. Okay. It was like $8 and it is my daily I always have it with me, and it tells me everything that I need to do. And the crazy part is, thank you, Aubrey's holding it up right now. Here, Aubrey, keep holding it. I'll pin your video real quick so people on the recording can see. That's what it looks like, okay? She spiral bound it and everything. That's exactly what mine looks like, okay? So we have that. We have access to that. And the crazy part is when it's really, really simple, okay? Notice I didn't say easy. I did not say it's really easy. I said it's really simple, okay? When you do those things on that tracker, you will see success, period. End of story. But I'm not going to pretend like it's super easy work. It is work that requires you to step outside of your comfort zone. It is work that requires you to forget yourself and go to work, okay? And for those of you who are like Christian, religious, whatever, I always like to liken it unto bringing other people to the Savior, okay? And if you're someone who's like, I don't like God, I don't want, no, you shouldn't be on this team because Bryn talks about God a lot, okay? So if you don't like God and you're uncomfortable with the fact that I just brought that up on a work call, then bye. I love you. See ya. Go pick a different team, okay? Because on our team, we talk about Christ a lot, okay? But with that said, like, when you're talking to other people about Christ and when you're bringing other people to him, whether no matter what religion you are, sometimes your conviction and your passion in your heart is just so deep and so real, and you just really want to share it with other people. And sometimes people don't receive it well, right? Some people slam the door in your face. Some people swear at you or throw food at you or whatever it is, right? Like when your conviction in your heart and your passion is just so strong that you just have to share this, it really doesn't matter what other people say or do. It's not going to change your conviction. It's not going to change your heart. It's not going to change the fact that you want to share this with other people. And you might be like looking at me thinking like, okay, but like, Bryn, I don't have that conviction in Beachbody yet. That's okay. That is okay. You do not have to start from day one having the same fire in your heart that Bryn has 6 years in, okay? So give yourself a little grace for that. Yes. And like Laura said, she just, day one, I started my journey. Day one, I started coaching. And on those daily habits, they basically already told you what we do every single day for our work. One, you're required to actually work out and eat healthy and, you know, like be a product of the product is what we call it. Because I will never, ever, ever teach you how to be a salesperson. That is not our team. That is gross. That is weird. That is spammy. That is salesy. That is icky. That is gross. Okay. That is not our team. You have to get results first. And then when you do, and when you're like, oh my gosh, I am 18 months postpartum and I've lost 54 pounds. I have to tell this to everybody. Then it's not spammy and salesy and icky and gross because you live it every day and you're just sharing it. Okay. So that's number one. That's number one part of your job. That's vital behavior number one. Vital behavior number two, Paige already talked about it. It is making your brain healthy too. How many times, maybe even your own life and your own journey, you've, okay, yeah, sure, I lost all this weight, but I still looked in the mirror and hated everything about my body, right? I know I've been there. I've totally been there before. And it wasn't until coaching and until I leaned into the personal development side of things that I healed this, that I healed the space between my eyes and my 2 ears and my brain, right? I had to heal that so that I could, exactly like Paige said, I couldn't shame myself into a version that I think I could love. I had to love myself first and really, truly embrace that. And even postpartum baby number 3, 2 weeks after I gave birth, I remember looking in the mirror and being like, girlfriend, you look good. Did you seriously just have your 3rd kid? And that was not because I magically dropped 54 pounds after 2 weeks, right? I had a lot of extra love hanging on to my body, right? But it was because of the mindset work that I did. So that is literally a part of your job, to work on your brain. And like Paige referenced, we have Micah. There you go. That's the second time I've said her name already, right? She paid for our entire team to have a mindset coach in Brad Bizjack. So every single week we have an hour to an hour and a half call with a fabulous little booklet that he has made for us with like homework to help us. It's not business. It is life. It's going to help you have a better marriage, a better relationship with your own mom, a better relationship with your children, a better relationship with yourself, a better relationship with money, a better relationship with XYZ, fill in the blank. If you've got crap holding you back, guess what? Brad Biz Jack will help you figure out your ish. Okay. So that's number 2 part of your job. Notice that the first 2 things that I said are the vital behaviors. Start here. They start here. Okay. Then the next part of your daily activities are to pay it forward. It doesn't mean no good if I am in this room, and this is literally what I was hit with so hard last week. If I am filled to the brim with like 400 amazing people just like me who are here, they paid money to be here, they left their kids to be here, they're feeling all the feels, they're like working out so hard, we're sweating together, we're crying together, we're growing together. It does no one any good if I keep that feeling of joy and abundance and in my heart. I have to share this. I have to. Because if I don't, what if my sister hadn't shared it with me? I don't even want to know what my life would be like today if I did not have coaching, if I did not have this sisterhood. Exactly like Stephanie was referencing, this company, this business, this sisterhood, these people, this work, forgetting myself and going to work in my little office, in my house, has gotten me through some of the most trying times in my entire life because I had this and my savior, of course. But really, truly, I have to share that with other people because there are other people out there who are so alone and who have lost friendships, lost themselves in motherhood, who are drowning in debt, who don't know how to get healthy, who are dieting and forcing themselves to eat weird stuff and not seeing results, or they do and then they gain it all back, or they hate going to the gym because they hate the commute or the whatever. Okay. We have something for everyone. And now it's our responsibility to share that with others. And we will teach you how to do that in a non-spammy, non-salesy, non-icky way, in a very much, I need to share this with other people sort of way. Okay. That's the third piece. So that's your power hour is what we call that. So we'll teach you all about that daily grind. Okay. The fourth aspect is to help your people get results. BeachBODi is one of the only MLMs that I personally know of where the hard work begins after the sale. Okay. Pretty much every other MLM that I've ever heard of is like, oh, sweet, she bought lipstick from me. Come back to me when it's gone. Or, oh, sweet, she got my face washed. Come back when it's gone. Or if you like it, right? No, like BeachBODi is like, oh, okay, you're going to do this with me. All right, link arms with me. Let's run. Let's go. Let's do this. What are your goals? How can I help you? How can I serve you? And of course, we can lead a horse to water, but we can't force them to drink, right? So we are their coach. We are their friend. We are their accountability partner. We're going to keep showing up. We're going to check in on them as we feel appropriate and as we've worked out with them. But ultimately, right, you got to help them in the best way that you know how. And that is not like, okay, I just became a coach and now I got to run all these groups by myself and I don't even know what I'm doing. Like, that's why we have each other. Okay. I have groups that you can add your people to. If you want to do like a smaller one, you can absolutely like, hey, I'm starting a group on Monday and this is the workout program I'm starting and we're going to just start a Marco Polo thread together. Who wants to do it with me? And it can be you and 2 other people, right? There is every sort of spectrum. You can have a chat on GroupMe. You can have a chat on Facebook Messenger. You can have a text thread. You can have a BOD group, which you'll learn more about. Okay. There's so many tools and resources but really just the more organically you can, hey, best friend, I just started this. Do you want to do it with me? Hey, mom. Hey, big sister. Hey, little sister. Hey, brother. Hey, cousin. Hey, whatever. And you just link arms with those people and you just keep each other accountable. And it just is so dang fulfilling. Okay. So That's your 4 vital behaviors. Real quick again, be a product of the product. Grow in your own personal development. Share it with other people and be a nice human who's not like spamming, salesy and nicky and gross and weird. And remember the people that want your help. Okay. Number 4 is to get people results. Don't just sign them up and like, okay, yay, I made commission and I blah, right? Like, no, like help them now. Okay, cool. Yeah. All right, good. Okay. So that's the nitty gritty of the details of what coaching looks like. I had a few questions and I'm seeing a whole bunch of things in the chat. So I'm going to address those real quick. And then if you have anything that I don't address, please, please, please type it in the chat, unmute yourself, all the things. Okay. So let's see. I'm just going to read the chat real quick. Yeah. A couple people said like, say mama. Steph said, my darkest times have been made so much lighter by the mindset work we have access to and the family and support we have on this team. Yes. Okay. So Jessica asked, so far questions. Sorry, I'm inquisitive. Please do not apologize for being inquisitive. That is a beautiful and amazing talent. Okay. 1, do you have to take the supplements to be a coach? No, you do not have to. I personally don't know how to be a coach without taking the supplements, but that does not mean you can't do it. You can totally be a pioneer in your own land. If you're like, you know what, I'm not a supplements person, but I really want to like just share these workouts with people. Okay, girlfriend, you go, you do it. I don't know what that looks like because that's not the approach I've taken, but you're absolutely allowed to be a pioneer in your own land. Cool. The best bundle we have is called a challenge pack. And that gives you the workouts, both of our nutrition programs with 2 different certified dietitians and nutritionists and a supplement. And you get all 4 of those things for $160. Sometimes it's on sale for $140 if it's like a new program. Okay. So it's definitely the best deal to get a supplement because if you're buying all of those things individually, one, workouts $99, first nutrition program $120 by itself, second nutrition program $120 by itself, supplement if you ever want to try it later $130 by itself. So if you do that math, what is that, like $450-ish, just doing that math in my head really quick. Okay. And I said it was 160. Okay. So it's definitely the best deal to get people a challenge pack so that they can have access to the workouts, the nutrition, and the supplements. If you're someone who's like, you know what, I've never tried supplements before, and so I just don't really have a testimony of them, give them a try. Like give them a real try and just see for yourself if it's something that you can get behind. Okay. Because I know for me personally, Shakeology just sounded like a really expensive protein shake. And then I started drinking it. And like this stays here because I can get in trouble for like sharing this types of things, but I struggled with irregular periods for 12 years. Okay. And I don't know if it was Shakeology, maybe it was something else. Okay. But that's all I changed. Nothing about my lifestyle changed besides the fact that I started drinking Shakeology absolutely every single freaking day. So it's really hard to not give Shakeology credit. Okay. But I was commanded to multiply and replenish the earth. And I couldn't do that because I wasn't ovulating and I wasn't having periods. And then all of a sudden I started drinking Shakeology and I was having periods and I was ovulating. And now I have 3 beautiful children who are my pride and joy. Okay. So I don't know if that was Shakeology, but I started drinking Shakeology and all of a sudden my body was starting to have regular periods. I have several friends who struggled with migraines, started drinking Shakeology, their migraines got better. Several friends who struggled with irregular bowel syndrome and all sorts of pains and problems with poop, and they started drinking Shakeology and their body felt so much better. Okay. So it's not all of our supplements, not just Shakeology, but Energize and Recover and Collagen and Daily Sunshine for your kids and Beach Bars and all the, like, we have so many amazing things. Try it. Try it. That's my first advice. Try it. See if you feel any sort of difference in doing so, and then share about it and talk about it. And if you're like, you know what, I just really can't, I don't have any passion or fire for this, I can't talk about it, then that's okay. That's okay. Be a pioneer with the workouts or go follow a different passion and pursue different dreams. Okay. And that's okay if Beachbody coaching ends up not being for you. Cool. Okay. Second question from Jessica. What if I hate to work out at home? I'm not motivated enough. I'm a gym bug all the way. Okay. Oh, girlfriend, you're my person. I love to work out at a gym. I'm a live instructor. I'm getting back into it. I miss it. I love going to the gym. And I have also found a love for no BS, no excuses, right? It doesn't matter if I'm traveling. It doesn't matter if I'm super busy. It doesn't matter if I'm in another country. I still have access to these workouts. And I've got a 15-minute hit at my fingertips that I can do on my super busy travel days, right? Or, you know what? I really, really love high fitness. That is my jam right now, especially, but I only get to go to those classes 1, maybe 2, maybe 3 times a week, depending on babysitters and if my schedule allows. But with the Beachbody at home workouts, I have a very, very specific program. These are my goals. This is what I want to work towards. This amazing personal trainer has put it together for me, and there are no excuses. I literally have a 2-minute commute from my upstairs bedroom to my downstairs gym to push play, 30 minutes, no excuses, and I'm going to achieve my goals because I have this personal trainer who's going to help me achieve what it is that I am looking for. And oh yeah, it's $99 a year instead of $140 for 1 month with 15-minute sessions at the gym once a week. Okay, that was my experience, at least with a personal trainer, right? So gyms are amazing. You can still go to the gym. Some of my most effective workouts have been when I got MBF in my ear and I'm busting out this CrossFit training stuff at the gym. And all these people are looking at me like, whoa, that girl's going hard, because I'm not taking any breaks. And I'm lifting these crazy freaking heavy weights. And I don't have to think of the workouts because Megan is correcting me in my ear and telling me all the form. And all these people at the gym are like, man, that girl is boss. And I'm like, yeah, I am. You better look out, right? So you can absolutely have the trainers in your ears. Thank you, AirPods, right? And get your slaying workout in at the gym or at your house on those days that you can't quite make it to the gym. Cool. So, okay. Nicole said, income question. 1, do you get paid when they're coaches or just when they buy the things? Okay. So that is a really great question. And a lot of people ask that to me one-on-one. So the way you get paid is you get paid 30% commission for any and all sales. It doesn't matter what they get. If they get the workouts, like I said, $99 a year. So 30% of that, it's about $33. I helped somebody get the workouts. Yay, I made $33. Okay. Or I helped them get a challenge pack for $160. 30% of that, it's about 45-ish, right? So yay, I helped them get a challenge pack. I made $45. That's how your income starts at the beginning, is just those sales, right? And like was referenced earlier, as your income grows, it's because your influence is growing. When you're helping these amazing humans get the workouts, get the supplements, get the nutrition programs, they're changing their life, they're either going to want to, 1, keep getting it and keep getting it at a discount. So we call those our discount coaches. And we're about to roll out a new thing called preferred customer. It's not out yet, but it's basically a discount coach. Or they're going to love it so much that they're like, no, like I need to share this with other people and I want to make this a business too. Okay. So those are, you can have a customer, make 30% commission off of anything they do or sell, buy, whatever. Discount coach, I don't want to work the business, but I really love this stuff and I just want to save money on it. Or no, like I love this stuff so much, I want to share it with other people and I want to make this a business too. Okay. So as that starts to happen, as you start to have discount coaches and as you start to have business building coaches, that's when your income really grows, because that is how your influence is growing. Okay. Because I helped one person. Sweet. I made the money for helping one person, but I helped one person who helped 3 people, and I helped train her to help those 3 people. Now, all of a sudden my income grew a little bit because I'm helping her help other people. Okay. And now I have one coach who helped 3 people and another coach who helped 1 person and another coach who helped 2 people. Okay, now my income is growing. Why? Because it's not just Bryn in her own little corner anymore. It's Bryn helping 3 people who are helping 3 people. And now all of a sudden my wingspan is going farther than it ever could have me by my own little self, because I only know a certain amount of people. You know what I mean? So it definitely starts with your own commission and your own sales. But as you help these people, and it's very much an organic process. It's not a, please come coach with me because I want to make more money. Like, that's not it. And that will never work. So don't do that. Okay. It is I want to help you achieve your goals. And as you help that person achieve their goals, they will naturally like, okay, I either want to save money on this or I want to help other people too. And then it just grows from there, and we'll be with you every single step of the way when you're like, now what? I don't, somebody wants to do this. I don't know how to help them, right? We'll be there with you to help you through every single phase of your coaching journey. And you will not be in on this alone. Okay. So that leads me into the next question that someone asked, just personally one-on-one. They asked like, okay, what does your mentorship look like, both at the beginning and ongoing? And for coaches, like, this is my jam. I would love to talk all day long to my coaches. I lean into my challenge groups. I lean into my like fit lifers in my community, but like my coaches, I'm like, oh, let's talk all day, every day. Okay. So mentorship looks like, one, we have a message thread on Facebook that we literally are talking, not all day, every day, but if you have questions, it's just a place where you can like jump in, ask your questions and whatever, that we have this constant place where you can ask your questions. 2, we have a weekly nutrition boot camp call that everyone is invited to, but I've noticed that it's a lot of the time coaches, because, oh, what did Laura said? People who coach take their journey seriously. Okay. So number 3, I do weekly one-on-ones with my coaches who have at least 4 active coaches and are accountable for their actions. So we have that tracker that Aubrey showed earlier. If you're showing me what you did, it doesn't matter how filled out it isn't. It doesn't have to be 100% to earn a one-on-one with me. It just, you know what? I'm trying, I'm doing my best. I'm being accountable for what I'm doing. Okay, cool. Then you get a weekly one-on-one with me, whether or not I'm your coach. If Steph is your coach, if Laura is your coach, if Aubrey's your coach, if Jesse's your coach, if Natalie's your coach, it doesn't matter who your coach is. We will get to do a one-on-one until they are at that point where they're like, nope, I got this, girlfriend. Like, I don't need you to jump on our one-on-one with us. Like, I got this. And then at that point, I'll like, okay, I love you. Shoo, fly from the nest, right? And then they'll give you a one-on-one if that's their jam. Okay. So come here, sweetie. So okay, let me finish talking to my friends and then I'll get it for you. Okay. So mentorship, but when it comes to coaching, you'll be overwhelmed with the amount of resources you have for success. You will never feel like you don't have what you need to succeed. If anything, you're going to be like, okay, they are giving me way too many resources to succeed, and I just need a little breather for a sec. But you will definitely have everything you need to be successful. Okay. Let's see. Aubrey said in the chat, my sister said she didn't want BeachBody because she'd rather go to the gym when she got it. And then she got it and she loved it for the night she didn't want to commute to the gym after a long day at work. She ended up finding something she didn't know she needed by being able to work out at home. Yes, 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 yes. So much yes to that. Okay. Last question that I was asked. And then again, I want to wrap this up to keep the recording short and to value your time. If you have any other questions, please drop them before we end here. The last question that I was asked was like, okay, girlfriend, but what if I'm like so shy? Like, I don't really want to get on social media. I'm like really nervous about it. You get to control who follows you. You get to control what you share. You get to control what you say and how you say it. And I have seen people be very successful in the Beachbody world with their very small following of close friends and family members. Obviously, if you want your influence to grow, okay, then you got to branch out and spread your wings and be willing to put yourself out there a little more. But I have seen people be successful with, you know what, I just really want to help my friends and family and this little pool of people that I know and love and trust and all the things. My husband came with us last week to Florida, and he literally didn't even know how to do a story. Like he didn't even know how to do a story. And he all of a sudden is like, okay, no, I'm going to coach. Will you teach me how to do stories? And now he's like, got all these stories. And I'm like, I love it. I really love it. Okay. So does it take courage? Absolutely. It always does, to try something new, right? And to put yourself out there. But can you do it? Absolutely. And your life will just be so blessed by the influence you're seeing happen because of your courage and the lives you're changing. And when you get those messages about how you've changed someone's life, it is just unreal. And when you get to get on a Zoom like this in a couple of years down the road and watch your people slay and realize the impact that you have had on them, it's unreal. It's unreal. Okay. Alicia said, what happens if you need to stop coaching? You get started and then something happens in your life and it's not for you anymore. Is there a process to stop, or do you just stop? So there is no like weirdness with coaching. So a lot of you are probably already signed up as coaches because you're probably a discount coach right now. So literally at any time you can cancel coaching, and you just reach out to your upline and you say, like, upline being your coach, and you just say, hey, like, this isn't for me anymore. I want to stop. And then they say, okay. I mean, they're probably going to be like sad, right? But you just cancel, like you just cancel. And there's no like, you have to stay a coach for 4.5 years before you can, right? Like there's none of that weirdness. Okay. You just stop. Or if you're anything like me, when life gets hard, instead of pulling away from this, you lean in. That's what I did when my life got really hard. And I was like, you know what? I can't control this life situation that happened to me, but I can control my exercise and my eating healthy and my mindset. And I can just show up today. I can just show up today. And when life got really hard, this was my one constant, this and my savior. And leaning into this sisterhood and this tribe and this community and forgetting myself and going to work was the one thing that helped me get out of my rut when everything else in my life seemed to be falling to shambles. So just want to put that little plug in there. Steph said in the chat, my husband's #1 comment about me coaching is how beautiful it's been to see me become a powerhouse woman who has come out of her shell. Yes, 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 yes. Megan said, what if you were in debt and nervous about spending more money, even if you love the products and want to help people? So, and then she asked another one, but it looks like a separate question. Okay, so that is a super great question. So if you are in debt and nervous about spending more money, even if you love it and all the things, really, it comes down, I mean, this is not a glamorous answer. It's really not, but it comes down to the tracker. It really does. You can't share what you're not using. So you have to use them, or else it's not ever going to be received well. So, and like Grant Cardone status coming out in me, but like if you went into debt for, you know, a date with your spouse to go to the movies or whatever, okay, you need to also, if you're willing to go into debt for that, you need to be willing to go into debt to bless your life. And guess what? Then you lean in hard to the tracker. One of my uplines, my coach's coach, she had to borrow money to start her, to buy her challenge pack from her mom. And so she started this business in debt. She was like, Mom, I can't even buy my own challenge pack, but I promise you, I will work really hard so that I can pay you back before this month is over. And so she did. She bought the challenge pack with the money her mom gave her. And then she leaned in hard to what Micah taught her, to the tracker. She did it and she earned $500 her first month. Okay. And so she was definitely able to pay her mom back that $160 and then have an extra $340 for herself and her family. Like Aubrey said, there is no cap in this business. You can make whatever you are willing to work to make. Okay. But you have to work. It's not just going to fall into your lap after going to sleep and signing up as a coach. Okay. You have to embrace that courage. You have to work. You have to do the tracker, whether or not you feel like it. Okay. Because a lot of days you won't feel like it. But that's when that discipline muscle grows and you're like, no, I believe in my vision. I want this for myself. I want this for my family. I want my son to go to soccer. I don't know if you've seen my post today yet. I want my daughter to go to Fairy Tale Ballet. And so I'm going to show up at 10 o'clock at night, even though I'm freaking tired, but I'm going to do it because I want this for my family. Okay. So, Megan said, is there anything you wish you had known when you first started coaching that could help a new coach? My biggest thing for that is really, truly, don't roll your eyes at personal development. Lean into it. It's just like Paige said, you don't miss what you don't know you need, right? Or she said it way more concisely than that, but you don't miss it if you've never used it. I rolled my eyes for like a year at personal development. And then as soon as I made it a daily priority of like, okay, at least 30 minutes, okay, at least an hour. It's raining outside, so hopefully that's not muffling my sound a lot. But don't roll your eyes at personal development. Even if you consider yourself a super confident, outgoing, awesome person already, you've got stuff that's holding you back. And the more you lean into personal development and the more you lean into that belief in yourself, the faster you'll grow. So that's my main advice that I would say for a new person. And Aubrey also said, budget for the, I'm assuming this is for the debt question. I use the Every Dollar app created by Dave Ramsey. You have to budget in your groceries, mortgage, rent, bills, etc. Include this in there because it's not just a miscellaneous expense. It's an income growing tool. Yes. And and all of your Beachbody stuff, it's all write-offable. Even though it's a consumable, you can still write it off because it is required. You have to be a product of the product, right? It is required for you to work this business. So that's why it is write-offable, even though it's a consumable. So, and then, yeah, Laura said yes to what Aubrey said. Plus, if you start helping people, it will pay for itself plus more. Steph said, yes, when life got super hard, I used that advice of leaning in. It helped my faith and personal conviction of helping and serving others so much. Alicia asked, are the coaching meetings flexible? I work a full-time job already and would have possible scheduling conflicts. So the actual like jumping on the live calls they're pretty like much always the same time, but they're always recorded, always. So you can watch the recording whenever works for you. And is it more awesome to get on live? Yes, but you can absolutely jump on the recordings. And we actually just were in Florida with one of the girls who was a teacher, and she just got to quit because of the income that she's made with coaching. So I don't know if that's a goal of yours, but it is totally possible. So I would love to watch that happen for you, my friend, Alicia. Okay, Jessica said, do you feel like coaching and being so held by everyone else that you neglect things around the house? Caleb and I already spend so much time apart and I'm worried about doing more that I do by myself. Honestly, and I'm not just saying this, I know it sounds counterproductive. Coaching has made me less busy. It literally has, because I have gotten so much better at my time management because of personal development, but also just like looking at my life and looking at my days and like, okay, this is when I want to work. Okay, this is when I'm going to work. Okay, wow, look at all this white space still on my calendar. I have tons of time to play with my children. I have tons of time to go to the park. I have tons of time for play dates. I have tons of time to clean my house. I have tons of time for XYZ, all the whatever things, because I'm actually getting good at living a life of integrity and doing what I said I was going to do, whether or not I felt like it. Right. So when I planned to unload my dishwasher, I actually unloaded my dishwasher instead of letting it stare at me all day freaking long. Right. Or when I planned to mop my floors, I actually did it instead of letting it stare at me all day long. Right. Or when I planned to do my bathrooms, I did it instead of letting it stare at me all day long. Because when you really live this life of like, I don't feel like working out, but I'm going to do it anyway. I don't feel like passing up on that cookie. I really want that cookie, but I've got goals and I want to feel energetic and healthy. Okay, cool. I'm not going to say yes to that cookie today, maybe tomorrow. Okay. And then I don't feel like doing the dishes right now, but I'm going to do it anyway. I don't feel like XYZ going grocery shopping or whatever, but I'm going to do it anyway. Right. So no, I honestly feel like my house is cleaner than it ever has been. Are there days where it's a mess? Absolutely. I'm a human. Right. But no, I don't feel like coaching has given me more time to do the things and be with the people that I love the most, because it's helped me manage my time better. Alicia asked, how often do you need to purchase a starter pack? I feel like this is a dumb question, but I'm asking it anyway. That is not a dumb question. So you only need to buy a challenge pack like when you start. So if you're already signed up as a discount coach, you already are ready to coach. The only thing that changes is your coach who added you to this group starts mentoring you to help other people. You don't need to buy a gosh dang thing. You already bought it. You already did it. So now all we got to do is plug you into the mentorship side of things. If you haven't yet purchased anything, then it's, like I said, it's 160 or 140 if you get what's on sale right now. But starting the coaching side is $0.00 when you start with the challenge pack, because they just want you to be able to succeed and grow and share this with others. And they don't want you to like, okay, it's $20,000 to sign up as a coach. Good luck, right? That is not a thing. That is not a thing. So, and then I choose to buy a challenge pack anytime a new program comes out, only because I'm already buying Shakeology and Energize and Recover every month. And it's about $200 for all three of those every single month. And when a new program comes out, I can get all three of them plus the new program for $190. So I cancel my existing orders and then I get a challenge pack again with the newest program and I save $10. And I got the newest program and I got equipment with it and I got the supplements that I already want anyways. Cool. So, let's see. Jess, it totally made sense. Hopefully I answered your question. If I didn't answer your question, you can definitely clarify, but I totally understood your question. Steph said, coaching has taught me to be more productive with my time and so many trainings and ideas and books for time management. And it's amazing. Yes. And Laura said the ongoing cost monthly is your monthly coaching fee and then any supplements you are using. Yes. So that's the last thing that I'll end with. And I'm sorry, this was not half an hour, but I really feel like this was really valuable content. So I hope that you got a lot out of this. So the ongoing costs for being a coach is just what you want to use. Okay. So I have not a million. I'm not that awesome. I have probably 100 people who are just signed up because they want just the discount. Okay. They don't want to work the business. They just want to save money on their product. So even with the coaching fee, they still save money on their product every single month. It breaks down to about a $20 savings. So if they're a customer who's like, I just really want Shakeology. Okay. It's about $140 for a monthly order of Shakeology after shipping and tax and all the awesome fees, right? If you're a coach, it's about $97 for Shakeology plus shipping and tax. It's $15.95 for the coach fee, which I'll talk about what that means in a second. So after all the shipping and tax and coach fee and all the things, it's about $120. Okay. So you save $20, even if you never touch the business, even if you never help a soul, you never help your mom, you never help your sister, you never help your friends, you still save $20. Okay. And you just pay that coach fee once a month, not once per product you want. So if you also get Energize and Recover or Beach Bars or collagen or Daily Sunshine for your kids or whatever, you save 25% on all of that with the discount coach option. Okay. So that monthly fee is like the best fee ever because it makes it so every penny you earn in commission, you get to keep. And again, this is one of the Beachbody special things that I don't know that this is true of any other MLM that I've ever come across, but every other MLM that I've ever come across, you have to turn around and spend the money you make on product to sell. And not only that, but you have to find a room in your house to store it, right? That's not a thing with Beachbody. You literally get to keep every single penny that you earn. And then that $15.95 fee covers everything else. It covers inventory. It covers the post office and shipping and handling and packaging and returns and all the headaches. You don't have to take your 3 little children to the post office with you to send something to someone. When someone is interested, you literally just send them a link because Beachbody gave you a website that you literally just add your picture and your little bio to, and it looks beautiful and professional, and you don't have to buy a domain. You don't have to pay a website designer. You don't have to do any of that crap, right? You literally just send them the link. They purchase, Beachbody ships it to them, and Beachbody holds all the things for you. So you literally get to keep every single penny that you earn because of that $15.95 coach fee. Like seriously, the best coach fee ever. So I love it. Okay. Yes. Answered that. Let's see. Okay. Do you get, so Natalie asked, do you get commissions when a coach orders supplements or no? You don't get commission for a coach ordering supplements, but you do get what's called volume. And I won't get into that because it's a little bit complicated. But you earn money for their order, but it doesn't look the same. You're actually, technically, when you sign up people to be a coach, you're helping them more than you're helping yourself. You would make more money if they just stayed up a customer and paid the full price for it. You would get more money for their commission price. But the team that we're on, and the team, like the way that Micah has raised us, if you will, it's not about us. It's about helping other people. So I make less money as people are signed up as coaches, but they are in it for life. And I'm helping them save money to have healthy habits. So I'll take the $15 pay cut so that I can help you have a healthy, fulfilling life. So, and Steph brought up an important point, that $15.95 coach fee is waived if you're military. So thank you for serving the country or your spouse. If you or your spouse have ever served in the military, that $15.95 fee goes away. So that's rad. Okay, let's see. And Natalie, she asked, how do you make money from a coach being a coach? So it's the same type of concept. So it all happens with volume. So again, that's more of like okay, I'm ready to coach. Teach me all about volume. That's when I'll teach you about that. That's not really a like, hey, intro to coaching type conversation. But if you're like, okay, no, I'm ready to do this. Teach me about volume. I'll talk all day long about volume. I love that stuff. Cool. So Megan asked, how do you move up ranks as a coach? And it all comes from helping people. That's really just the base and the brunt of coaching. So the first rank advancement is called Emerald. And so that's 2 people. You've found 2 people who want to do this with you and save money doing it. It doesn't have to be 2 people who want to work the business. It's literally like, my husband wants to start drinking Shakeology and we like to save money. Okay, cool. My husband will be one of my coaches. Yay. And then my best friend wants to do this with me and she wants to save money on her Shakeology every month. Oh, wow. Cool. I went Emerald. Ha! That was easy, right? That's it. Okay. And that's your first rank advancement is Emerald. And then from there, there's like, okay, Ruby is like, okay, you have 4 people. And then 2 of those people have helped 2 people. Okay. And then there's Diamond. You have 8 people and 2 of those people have helped 2 people. Right. And then it just is a progression from there. But really, ultimately, like rank advancements, they just come from, I am helping people change their life and save money. That's where it all starts. Cool. So the more you share, the more you help other people change their life, the more you rank advance. But again, it's got to come from my desire to help other people more than my desire to rank advance. You know what I mean? So, okay, let's see. Yes. Yep. And Steph basically said the exact same thing in the chat. Okay. Natalie's like, I'm so fired up. Let's do it. Me too. Me too. So, okay. I love you guys. I don't see any more questions in the chat. But I love you. And if you stuck around for this whole recording, you're a rock star, really, truly. If you have more questions, please feel free to reach out to the coach who added you to this. And I would love to welcome you to our sisterhood and our brotherhood, because my husband and my girl Stephanie's husband, Alec, is starting to work the business too. So if you like know guy coaches or your dad or your brother or your cousin or whatever, like they're welcome too. So anyways, I freaking love you. Please know, I just want to end with this. This was from yesterday, technically, but it says, those who dare to fail miserably can achieve greatly. That's from John F. Kennedy. Okay. If you are willing to forget yourself and go to work, if you are willing to change your life and then pay it forward to helping other people, the fulfillment that you receive from this business will be unmatched. And I can literally say, this might be intense, but hello, welcome to Bryn's Brain. Saying yes to coaching was the best decision I have ever made in my life. Even more so than deciding to marry my husband, even more so than deciding to have children when I did, because of the person that I have become because of this business. I can legitimately say with 100% certainty, I would not be still married today if it were not for coaching. I would not be the mother that I am today if it were not for coaching and the person that I have grown into. And like I said earlier, it didn't start as this deep, fiery, fierce conviction on day one. On day one, for me, it was just this little twinge of, I think I need to give that a try. And I was scared out of my mind. But something in me just said, I think I need to try. And so I tried. And here I am 6 years later, more in love with it every single day, right? So if you have that in your heart, just give it a try. Okay. You can quit at any time, but you will either succeed or you will quit. There is no other option. If you lean in to the fire, you'll feel so warm. Okay. So I love you. I love you. I love you. Mwah. And I'll see you guys all later.